Let me tell you something most people learn too late. The moment you start explaining yourself, you've already given away your power. Think about it. Someone questions you in a meeting, makes a sarcastic comment at a dinner table, twists your words in a relationship. Your chest tightens. Your mind races. You feel the strong urge to say, "No, that's not what I meant. Let me explain." And the second you do, the balance shifts. Because people don't judge you by how true your explanation is. They judge you by how badly you need them to believe you. The one who explains looks unsure. The one who stays calm looks solid. Why defending yourself feels automatic. This habit comes from childhood. When you were young and an authority figure accused you of something, there was only one way out: explain yourself. "I didn't do it. It wasn't my fault." Over time, your brain learned a rule. If I explain well enough, I'll be safe. But you grew up. The authority figures disappeared. Yet your nervous system didn't update. Now you subconsciously treat everyone like a judge: your boss, your partner, strangers online. And every time you defend yourself, you're silently saying, "You get to decide who I am." That's where power leaks. Power isn't about being right. Power is about who controls the frame. When you defend yourself, you step into their frame. You become the defendant. They become the judge. Strong people don't rush to prove who they are. They already know. The power of silence. Imagine someone says, "You're being really selfish right now." Old you would argue. List reasons. Try to correct their perception. New you look at them. You pause. You let the silence sit for a few seconds. That silence is uncomfortable, not for you, but for them. Silence forces people to face their own words. Most can't handle it. They start talking again, backtracking, explaining themselves. Without saying anything, the power flips. If you speak, never defend. Sometimes silence isn't enough. But if you do speak, don't defend, reframe. Someone says, "You're obsessed with money." Defensive response sounds weak. So instead you say, calmly, "Yeah, I swim in gold coins every Tuesday. Terrible for my back." You didn't argue. You didn't justify. You showed zero insecurity. That's called amused confidence, and it's one of the highest status energies there is. Questions reveal power. In conversations, notice this rule. Whoever asks the questions usually holds the power. Whoever explains usually loses it. Someone asks, "Why are you always late?" Instead of explaining, say, "Why does my timing affect you so much?" Now the focus shifts from your behavior to their reaction. You didn't attack. You didn't defend. You redirected. The most disarming move of all. Sometimes the strongest thing you can say is, "You're right," and then stop talking. Not sarcastically, not weakly, just calmly. "You're right, I made a mistake. I'll fix it." Notice what you didn't accept: the insult, the label, the shame. Secure people admit actions. Insecure people fight to protect identity. Why this really works? You only feel the need to defend what you secretly fear might be true. If someone called you green-skinned, you wouldn't argue, you'd laugh. But if someone calls you a failure and you rush to defend yourself, it's because that wound already exists. When you accept your flaws privately, no one can use them against you publicly. You can't shame someone who knows themselves. Try this for 7 days. For 1 week, don't explain yourself. If you're late, say, "I'm late." If someone misunderstands you, let them. If someone judges you, don't correct them. Sit in the discomfort. Feel the urge to explain, and don't act on it. You'll notice something strange. People become more careful with you, more respectful, more curious. Because nothing signals certainty louder than someone who doesn't need permission to exist. That's when you stop being reactive. That's when you stop being controllable. That's when you become untouchable.